What is going on? It is Nate the Game Guy coming back with another video at hand, and today I want to show you some games that I have picked up recently. Now, I not too long ago just won these games out of an auction online, and these are all PlayStation 1 games that I am very excited to add into the collection. Now, granted, there are two games out of this bundle that I got online that I already have already, but what I can say that out of the 25 games that I got out of this auction and won, 23 of them are going to be added right into the game collection. I cannot wait to show you guys all these games right here. Now, before I go right into this video, I just want to let you guys know I'm not going to be doing an unboxing here on camera. These are all opened up because I wanted to make sure that everything looked good before I say, hey, here are the games that I've got. Also, I'm going to be doing everything in one take. So if you have me trip over words, repeat things, whatever, just realize that everything from after this moment on is going to be in one take only. Also, I'm going to be going through these games relatively quickly because I do not want the video to be too long and too boring. So without further ado, let's dive right into this video, take a look at some PlayStation 1 games that I am going to add right into the collection right after the intro. Alright, so starting off with all the games that came out in this bundle is this game right here, Ridge Racer Type 4. This game is super awesome. This is an amazing arcade racer, awesome soundtrack, just so many things done right about this game. Now, granted, I already have this game already, but it was cool to get out of the bundle already online because I can just sell it, trade it, and basically use this duplicate to help me pick up also something else that is cool. Also right here, I picked up NASCAR 2001. I've never really been too crazy into the NASCAR series of games. You know, it's all right. I don't have anything against the NASCAR games. I just prefer other racing games. I should mention right here with all these pickups as we continue on in this video, these are all going to be PlayStation 1 racing games. So you will notice a theme when it comes to all these games that I've picked up. So just letting you all know all ahead. So the next game after that is Newman Haas Racing, a winning IndyCar tradition. So basically IndyCar racing like F1 or whatever, right? Looks pretty cool. You know, I might give this a shot. I may not, but you know, it was part of the lot anyway. But yeah, that was pretty cool to add as well. Now, here is something that I am really excited to add to the collection, and that is Need for Speed 2. I remember one of the first games that I ever played that wasn't like an educational game when I was like really little was Need for Speed 3. Now, granted, this isn't Need for Speed 3, but it is part of that era of the early Need for Speed games. So I am pretty stoked to check this game out, dust off the PS1, pop this game in, have myself a good time. But yeah, this looks like a pretty fun game. Can't wait to check it out. And as we continue along right here, deciding which game I want to show off next is Rage Racer. Now, obviously, this doesn't have its original part of the case right here. It has like that black plastic spine, which is okay. I can swap it out for something else. But since this is part of the Ridge Racer series, I cannot wait to check this game out. This is a Ridge Racer game on the PS1 that I just haven't played yet. So I'll have to pop this in, check it out, swap it out, this little black spine out, and everything will be good to go. All right, so as we move on along the list is ATV Quad Power Racing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I miss a lot of these like ATV quad bike racing games. It just seems to be like a dying genre or a dead genre already at this point. You just don't really see any ATV games coming out of like quad bikes or whatever, right? Every racing game that you basically see that comes out these days is just basically like Gran Turismo or Forza, and sometimes Mario Kart, even though it's been quite a while since there's been really a new Mario Kart entry. But can't wait to check that out. I'm sure it will be fun. Now, next up is 007 Racing. Now, I think this is going to be pretty interesting. I'm going to guess, in my opinion, this might play a little bit like full auto, because essentially from looking at the back of this, you know, you've got like your Aston Martins and like the cars with the weapons and all that. So it's kind of giving me kind of like that feel like this could play like full auto on the Xbox 360 if you guys are familiar with that game. So I'll have to pop this in and check this title out. Can't wait to see. And I have to say, this is probably a very generic name for a racing game, and that is Racing. This might be a bit of a hidden gem. I'm not sure. I'll check it out. I can't really tell if this is like regular racing or like rally racing. The cover looks like it's like rally racing, but I don't know. I'll have to take a look and see. Now, here's another game that I already have in the collection already, and that is Ford Racing. Now, I'm not going to check this game out just because, I mean, not that it looks bad, but I don't know. To me, I feel like it's just something that I could easily get the same experience out of if I were to play Forza. But it is cool because this is just one more game I can use to trade in, sell, whatever. But yeah, pretty all right with that. And of course, we've got another NASCAR game, and this is NASCAR Heat. Not really too much to say about it. Pretty self-explanatory. Same thoughts that apply with NASCAR 2001 apply to this, so not really much to say about this. Next up is Demolition Racer. So this kind of, I'm blanking out right now. I'm thinking, oh, Wreckfest. So basically, to me, I feel like this is essentially going to basically be like a 90s Wreckfest or whatever. Wreckfest is a game that I do enjoy on the PS4, Xbox, whatever. I mean, I'm sure it's cool. Not really too stoked about it, but I mean, hey, I like adding it to the collection, so nothing to complain about. So one game that I was really excited to add into my collection out of all these in the list and the games right here, San Francisco Rush. Wow, this game was an awesome arcade racer back in its day. I remember playing this in the arcades, and this game was just so cool. It's super awesome that I now finally have this game on the PlayStation 1. Eventually I'll get it on 64 because I do want to finish that 64 set, but super stoked to add this game into my collection. The next game is Moto Racer 2 right here. So looking at the back of this, what's pretty interesting about this is that I see not only is this like motorcycles, but this is also including dirt bikes. Basically, essentially a bike with a motor that you get to choose in this game. Looks pretty fun. It is by Electronic Arts. So, and funny enough, it does have an advertisement for Road Rash 3D, because I don't know, when I was thinking of bikes, racing, Electronic Arts, Road Rash was a game that came to my mind, and sure enough, there's an ad for it right on the back. V Rally 2 Need for Speed. Now, I think, interestingly enough, this might be a Need for Speed game because it has Need for Speed in the title right here. And it's by Electronic Arts too. I'll certainly have to check this game out, especially because I do love rally racing, and the old school Need for Speeds are certainly a thing for me that I do enjoy, so I have to check this out sometime. Alright, as we continue moving along, we've got Auto Destruct, another EA racer. And looking at the pictures on the back, this could be essentially EA's take on Twisted Metal. Like, it's showing right here how you've got like the different weapons and how you can shoot your different opponents with like the different missiles and power-ups that you can get. I'll have to check this out, especially considering I am a huge fan of the Twisted Metal series, so that'll be one that I'll have to check out. Now, of course, as we continue along with more games from Need for Speed and Electronic Arts, we've got Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, which is Need for Speed with Porsches only. And I see this is also showing like track racing on here. So I don't think this is going to be a game where you're going to be racing and running from the cops, but more of just a game where you're racing on tracks. Hence why it even says right here, race through 74 circuit track. And oh, okay, it says regular street cars. Either way, I'll have to check it out just because, as mentioned from before, I do enjoy those old school Need for Speed games. Next game is Sports Car GT. I see this is really putting an emphasis on certain models of cars. BMW M3, Porsche 911, Celine Mustang. Not really too much to say about this. May check it out considering this is an EA racer, but I don't know. We'll see one day, maybe. Colin McRae Rally. This one is published by Sony. And, oh, okay, I will have to check this out. I'm looking at the back right here. It's showing a little bit of some pictures of how this is literally rally racing. I should have known considering it has rally in the name. What am I? But anyway, I'll have to check this out. Sure, it's fun. Yeah. Next game is Formula 1 Championship Edition. Not really too much to say about this. It looks like Formula 1 racing and circuit racing, so not really much to say about it. Another one I don't have a lot to comment on is NASCAR 98. Well, I do have this on Saturn, but again, same thing that's been said about 2001, NASCAR 2001. Say about that. Mobile One Rally Championship. You know, I might have to go through some of these rally games that I got right here, and I might just have to see what is the best rally racer on PS1. If you guys think a video on me commenting and kind of looking at which rally games might be the best or which ones are not so great on PS1, let me know, because I might do that one day now since I'm getting a little bit of some rally games for the PS1 now in the collection. And we've got Need for Speed High Stakes. And I actually just remembered I have this game already to the collection. So I'm actually adding 22 games into my collection and have 3 duplicates. This is another one, as I've mentioned from before, I do enjoy the old school Need for Speed. So again, pretty cool, even though I've got this already. But as we continue moving along, we've got Touring Car Challenge. Looks like we've got... Okay, alright, looks pretty alright. This is, okay, by Codemasters, alright. So, basically, Forza, but with touring cars. I mean, I may check it out, I may not. Doesn't look like a game I would be in a rush to check out, but it's cool that I've got it. Driver 2. Now, I've never played any of the Driver games before. I've heard good things about them. I don't know which one I should start out with yet. I know there's one Driver game on the PS1 that I know I have, and the tutorial stage is so hard to do. And I've heard this from so many people over the years. Does the Driver series, or do really any of the driver games like have like a story to follow or whatever? Let me know, comment down below, and yeah, because I'd be willing to give this series a shot one day. All right, we finally made it to the end. My last game that I've got out of the auction is Motorhead. This looks like a pretty decent game. I'll have to check this out. I'm looking at screenshots right here. You know, looking at screenshots at the back of the game is just something I haven't done for like a very long time in deciding if a game's good to play or not, especially now since we're in the 2020s. That's just something that's like a very 80s, 90s, early 2000s thing where you're looking at a game cover in the back to see if it's good or whatever. But I don't know, this seems a little promising, so I'll have to check this out. But yeah, those right there are all of my games that I got out of that auction. Let me know below, what are your guys' favorite games that I've got out of that auction and bundle so far? Comment down below. Cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out my video. Please be sure to check out these videos here, here, and here. After all, I post a lot of content when it comes to game collecting tips, and other video game related subjects. So be sure to keep an eye out every Monday and Friday where I upload consistently, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.